What's up, Canes fans? How y'all doing tonight? We got 2/3 of the Canes unit here right now. Our third member will be joining us a little bit, like 10, 15 minutes. But Concrete, we had a couple things happen the last few days. We had some 40 times, some a spring scrimmage. What'd you think about Jalen Phillips running a 4.5, man? That's basically like what a wide receiver runs.
Yo, it's crazy. Didn't they? He had like an unofficial, like 4.46, right?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, that always comes out like, they have the laser time, but then they're like, yeah, but he was really running faster than that. Like, if that's true, oh my God.
Yeah, that dude's a freak, man. I wouldn't say I expect that from Greg. I expected Greg to run what he ran, kind of like a 4.6 around that area, but that guy is a freak, man, Jalen Phillips. And I'm honestly real proud for him, man, especially coming back the way he did after leaving UCLA. That boy, he was a receiver, man, when he walked on Miami campus. And shout out to David Feely, bro, because he got that boy right. But Jalen, he ran a 4.56. And what else was I going to say about him? And that frees up a little bit.
No, you're good.
Okay, yeah, he ran. That kid's a freak, man. He's a freak in nature. Whatever team picks him up, they're gonna have a hell of a player on him, man.
Yeah.
I think all of his attributes, man. Like he put up some real good stuff, man. I'd say his bench press, he had 21 reps, 36
reps,
vertical, 36-inch vertical. That's like receiver type stuff, right?
For a DN, that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy.
10.5 on the broad jump, 4.1 shuttle, that's like another receiver right there. That's like a slot receiver, really. And I seen a crazy stat, man. Like I forgot what the measurement was, but I think it was like whatever he got, it was like a 9.99 out of like 10. I gotta look it up real quick, man. Something with the Cole Perry, man. It was a crazy stat, man.
Yeah. While you look that up, it's crazy how like a tenth of a second literally can change your life financially, bro. That's right. Because if he runs a 4.6 or a 4.7, he probably still gets drafted in the first round, but late. I mean, that's like millions of dollars difference.
Right. Here it is. Relative athletic score. I'm assuming that's for football only, but Jalen Phillips. He scored a 9.99 in the relative athletic score out of a possible 10. This ranked 3 out of 1,345 DNs from 1987 from now. You know what I'm saying?
That's Yep. Basically, that says he's a freak. Well, we already knew.
Yeah.
But then
I kind of expected him. I expected Russo to come off the board before him, but after those stats, I don't know anymore. But Russo did have a good pro day, though.
He did. Yeah, I wanted to touch on that because I think while a 4.5 40 time for a pass rusher is just freakish, I think people put a little too much stock in the 40 time as like the end all be all. And Russo ran like close to a 4.7 or 4.69, something like that. And people are thinking he's falling down the board. Let's not mistake, like, watch the tape first and then look at the 40 time. Like, dude is still unblockable.
Yeah, you gotta realize he's also like 6'6", 4.6 40, 30-inch vert. That's pretty good for a guy that's 6'6". Like for the size that he's holding, the size that he carries, like yeah, like you gotta give him his credit, man.
Yeah, no, 6'7". Some people are saying no. I'd be happy with either guy because as most of you in the chat probably would know by now, I'm a Dolphin fan. Concrete, you're a Bucks fan. I think either one of us would take either pass rusher. We'd take Roche, honestly. All three of them are good.
Yeah, Roche. What he ran a 4.6 40.
He ran like a 4.6. Yeah, solid. That's for a D lineman. That's solid, man.
Yeah, 32. He kind of seems like he's going to play more of the role of a 3-4 defensive end. I'm saying because he has pretty good speed, 32-inch vert, 23 reps on the bench. So he'll probably like a like a 3-4 type defensive end. You know what I'm saying something that they could put in the passing game too.
Yeah, for sure. He's all three of them are versatile. And I'm sure you saw when he was going up against Alex Leatherwood at the Senior Bowl.
He
was destroying him. Like Leatherwood could barely get a hand on him.
Yeah, like he has deceptive quickness on him, man. He uses his hands really well. Like you could tell he's a veteran. You can tell he's a senior. The way he carries himself and the technique that he brings on the field. Like,
yeah, very crafty. Yeah, man. So we had that. Good luck to those guys going pro. I mean, I think no doubt in my mind they're all them three and Brevin are all going top 3 rounds for sure.
Yeah, Brevin kind of made me happy, man. He said he want to be a Buccaneer. If Brevin goes to the Bucks, I'm definitely getting his jersey.
Oh, can you imagine Brady throwing to him and Gronk?
Oof.
I don't know how you stop that, honestly. Being a Dolphins fan, I'm hoping for Jamar. Listen, with the first pick, I'm thinking more the 18th pick, go pass rusher as a Dolphins fan. 6th pick, I want a receiver. I want either him or Devontae Smith.
Yeah. I mean, I might end up getting Russo because Jalen might not be on the board.
He might be gone after running almost a 4.4. He might be gone after the first 12 picks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, best of luck to those guys. And also, we had that scrimmage on Saturday. I know I haven't had a chance to really talk to you on camera like this about it. So yeah, man, a lot of positive things, especially from the offense, from the quarterbacks. What'd you think when you saw the stats? Like, what was the first thing that jumped out at you? Like, whoa, we don't usually see that in scrimmages.
I seen your video, man. Like, I didn't really point it out when I did my video, man. But the Jake Garcia stat, that was pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying I kind of looked over it, but that for coming in, just coming in like this first semester at Miami. You know what I'm saying? Coming in doing that, like that is pretty impressive. Like whether second team, third team, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Putting up stats like those as a true freshman. I was there putting up stats like that. That is pretty impressive. Don Chaney, I don't know if you want to do position by position. I just stay on the offensive side of the ball. Don Chaney, you know what I'm saying? It looks like he's separating himself from the pack. But this is the first scrimmage. So we got to, you know what I'm saying, hold our horses real quick.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I think Cam Harris, I think he still might get the nod. You know what I'm saying, just based off of experience, and he might do the little things better than Don Chaney. You know what I'm saying? But he broke off for like a 50-yard run. You know what I'm saying? Don Chaney. Didn't really hear anything else about any other backs. You know what I'm saying? It's just off of word of mouth, off Manny Diaz, whatever. But Xavier Restrepo, also, you know what I'm saying? That boy had like 170 yards. Like, it's pretty expected though, man. I do want to see him on the field as soon as possible. Like, it's like for another receivers, like we kind of seen enough, whatever. Somebody said Mike Harley's playing on the outside. I don't know how true that is. I think somebody made a post about it, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? When I was looking at it, the credibility wasn't really like, it wasn't really on par like that, whatever. They just like listed a whole bunch of stuff that was like, okay, sounds good, whatever. But I think they said something about Ivy doing something, but I remember he said Ivy didn't really play, so that was kind of weird.
Yeah. All
Trained
right.
Up, what up, man?
Our third member, what's going on, man?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good, man. Just was touching on Jalen Phillips' freakish 40 time, touching on the scrimmage.
Yeah, that guy's not human, bro.
No, man.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Philly, man, because that boy, he's
absolutely
doing great things, guys.
Yeah, interception by Tay stood out. Yeah, no, both interceptions by him and by Chase Smith. It was good to see young guys making plays, and Coach Diaz even went out of his way to mention that the young guys were getting some quality reps and all that stuff. So, anytime he mentions the young guys, it's very promising.
Yeah, and those are his guys too. Some 2019, 2020 guys and up, like those are his guys, man. So You know, he really
Absolutely.
needs to see him be successful. Like those are the guys that he chose to fit his program.
Yeah. Studio One Live. We need Bubba Bolden at boundary corner, DJ Ivy strong corner, Avante and Couch at slot corner, Gilbert Frierson at safety. That's a shift in position for everybody. It's like, let's just take the secondary and flip it around. Not that people, he's not the first one I hear mention that Bolden at corner because he's got like the body for it, but I
don't know. I know it's just highlights, but every highlight I seen with Bubba covering somebody one-on-one didn't look too good for him.
Yeah, more often than not, I saw the receivers burning the secondary. If one position group is doing well in a scrimmage, the other one's going to suffer.
Yeah, that's kind of flawed by that. Somebody put Mark Pope getting laid out by, I think, Amari Carter. The kids already had one of the rough, a rough past couple months, man. Like, don't do that to them.
Yeah, caned up. I know we spoke on it Sunday, but yeah, man, you I guess like since then, like in the practices, who have you been happy to hear that, okay, this guy's getting more of a shot. Okay, this guy's, he's getting some love from the coaches. Anything new in the last few days?
I mean, Avery Huff, it's nice that the light has turned on for him because physically the dude is just from another planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that last year was supposed to be that year where he's going to take that step, but no spring, no summer, COVID, and I'm not excusing the young man, but he going through COVID. I know that he went through some issues, but I'll say this. It's nice to hear his name, like as somebody that's emerging for that LB2, right? Another guy that, I know people are talking about is Tyreek, Stevens. Like they're saying that, we saw those highlights where he kind of got beat a little bit. Dude, he's the man. I'm telling you, he's locking people down. He's doing really well at practice. Don't let those little clips fool you guys. Because he's doing it all. He's also returning punts. He's fitting right in. He's fitting right in. Those are the two guys that really jump out at me. I mean, other than my guy Avante, he is that guy. He's He's everything I thought he was going to be, and he's that guy when his peers are talking like that about him.
Oh, agreed. And yeah, man. I forgot where I was going to go. Tyree Stevenson. Did you guys notice today that they were talking about like who's going to be returning punts and stuff like that, like who they're using in packages? They mentioned he was the first name that was mentioned as far as returning punts. Yeah. What do you think about that? Are you comfortable with putting like a potential? I mean, I know I am. I'm partial to like old school guys, like in the old school, like Santana Moss, like your main playmaker back there. How do you guys feel about a guy as valuable as him back there returning punts or returning kicks?
It'll be interesting to see, but ultimately, I think it's going to change when the boys coming in the fall. Them receivers come in, man. I think they're going to put one of them back there. But I'm saying if he's reliable to catch that thing, like just catch it, man. You know what I'm saying, but I do think the size that he got. You can think of Sean Taylor. That is a bit of a reach, but I'm cool. I'm cool with that if he's back there.
Yeah. Concrete, you agree? I mean, Caned Up, you agree?
I could be concrete if you want me to be. Put the best guy back there. And right now, Tyreek, it seems like he's the best guy. Him and Rambo, but I actually think it will be Tyreek.
Because I think Tyreek.
I just think he's that guy. He's that dude, like he can. I just remember him down here, and he could do everything. Now, I don't know much about Rambo other than some highlights, and his stats. So he looks comfortable catching the ball. I guess we need a little more intel, we're gonna find out a lot in the next couple weeks. So we'll go from there.
You don't think Romello or Bashar Smith might come in there?
They're not putting a freshman back there. I don't think they'll put a freshman back there. I mean, if we didn't have anybody, I think they would try everybody. Like last year, they would just keep putting different people back there, right? But we have options now, man. I mean, with Stevenson, Rambo, who else did they? Restrepo, and then Rooster. Like that. We have options. I would be surprised if we throw. And I'm not saying in mop up. Now like we're up by 3 or 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I could see them not trying to get somebody hurt. But as far as like Alabama, first punt, first kickoff, yeah, I don't see no freshman back there.
It sounds to me, man, you're a little bit confident in what we got right now. You know what I'm saying? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm just hearing that it's a big difference from last year, but we'll see a little bit in the spring game, because it'll be on the ACC network. I'm sure they'll show a little bit of it.
Yep.
Yeah. I just want someone who can confidently catch that ball. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Number two, okay, now try to make a few guys miss and make some plays because, it's been a while since we've had a game-breaking punt return. I know we've talked about it a bunch of times. I think the last legit guy was Travis Benjamin. Mm-hmm. Trying to remember if there was a guy after that.
Jeff Thomas. He was when he had the Virginia Tech game. He was pretty electric.
He was. They didn't use him back there enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was always in trouble though, man. And was that Florida game when he dropped that? When he muffed it, I believe in 2019.
Yeah, that was the biggest blunder of the game. Him in the Florida game, we were up. Trying to remember the score. I think we were up 13-10, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, 10-7. And we just made a stop. We're about to get the ball back and potentially go up 2 scores, and he muffs the punt. And then they run it right in on us on like 2 plays later or something. Not to relive that nightmare of a game because we made 50,000 mistakes, and if you correct one of them, we win that game.
Just give me a kicker.
Yeah, give me kicker. On to my next point. They were talking a lot about Borregales, how something was mentioned that Borregales, and I actually didn't. I kind of knew this, but it didn't, until somebody verbalized it, didn't hit me. Yeah, that in high school, a lot of kickers, because they're allowed to, they can kick off of a tee. Yeah. Kicking field goals and everything. Borregales has always kicked from the ground. So that's actually something new I learned that, I didn't know that before. So he's coming in already pretty confident. So when I heard that, I felt way better about a true freshman because I know he's Borregales' little brother and he set all these records and all this stuff. I feel nervous with a true freshman kicker. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, just I don't care how cool he is and what experience he has. Just close your eyes and think my first college football game is against Alabama in front of the entire world. Mm-hmm. He's going to listen. You got to expect, I don't care how good he is, you got to expect him to have some growing pains. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm okay. If he doesn't get the nod, I'm cool with Camden Price, to be honest. Just 2019. Like, I don't know why he didn't start in 2019. Oh, yeah, I think he was in trouble, whatever. He was unavailable for a couple of games, Camden Price, but I'm pretty confident in our kickers, man. I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, Camden Price wasn't bad in 2019. Once he settled in, he inside 40 yards, he was pretty good. But yeah, today, did you guys get a chance to hear the interviews today? Coach Packey and I think Coach Packey, Jordan Miller, and Restrepo, and Gervin Hall.
I didn't catch those. My bad. I think inside the youth. I think like he did like a
his 10 tidbits. Yeah. I watched that too.
I remember him talking about. When you guys bring up the stuff, it click in my head more. But
okay, so
talking about Gervin Hall, whatever.
Yeah, so caned up there. There was I mean, a few things said that we talked about already. The Avery Huff, Corey Flagg, they're starting to separate themselves a little bit. What from the interviews and the stuff today? What stuck out to you, if anything?
I mean, I just like the demeanor. I really, really like the demeanor of the young guys right now. It's not. It's different. It's almost like, and again, I'm not trying to drink the Kool-Aid, right? But it's almost like real business. It's real business like. It's real like, hey, we're chopping wood right now. We're just gonna chop some wood. We're not. That's great. Everything. Everybody's excited. Okay, cool. We're grinding. That's kind of the feel I'm getting. I don't know if it's gonna translate to the field, but I like it better than what it used to be.
Yeah, that gets me pretty excited just hearing that, man. Like, it's a little bit off topic, man. This dude, Mike Harley, bro. Like, like I'm so excited and just proud of him, man. Like how much he grown up, man, and the leader that he's become, and just how you said how business like he's become, man. Mike Harley, like that kid is gonna do something special, man. And when he does, man, I'm gonna be the first one to take my hat off, man. Like when he leaves, I might have tears in my eyes because that kid definitely deserves it, man. He realized what he didn't do and what he had to do. You know what I'm saying, and he fixed it up, and he's taking the necessary steps to make these things happen, man. So big shout out to that young man.
Yeah, it seems like we finally got some leaders. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like, with King, excuse me, and then Harley on offense and on the defense, you saw how like Gervin Hall, the way he's talking is different. It's just different. It's like a different guy is talking back there. Even Jordan Miller, yeah, I put some weight on, but now I'm already at this weight. I lost 20 pounds. I just like that they're not like, yeah, and it's great, and this guy's amazing, and it's like, because we really need the Jordan Millers. We're gonna need Gervin Hall to come back and play the way he's supposed to play. We're gonna need those pieces, and everyone's saying Corey's that guy right now. They're saying Corey is that guy. The team is actually talking about it, not just the coaches. Because the coaches, to me, I believe some of what they say. And some of it, I'm like, I wonder where they're trying to go with this. You know what I'm saying?
Talk good about everybody,
right? But when the players are bringing dudes up, like I forgot who it was that said it. One of the guys said it today. It might have been Hall. He said Corey's just. He just said Corey's just taking the defense over. Like he coming in like a vet right now. It's like his position. I love hearing that. Yeah. Love hearing that.
And I love hearing all about the U make his appearance in our chats. McLeod starting 15-0.
That's right.
It's not a Canes unit episode until he drops that.
That's true. Facts.
Facts. If Pope gets off social media and get his mind right, I believe in him. But he's too worried about what people say. What do you guys think about that? Do you think? I think the thing with Pope his struggles has been mental. Would you guys agree with that?
I agree because after Oklahoma State game, he went on social media like, bump the haters, blah 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 blah. Like. Which that is a very hard thing to get over, though, man. Like, I'm trying to ignore the outside world, whatever, man. But I'm saying it's just a different mentality you gotta have. Like, talk to your boy Mark Harley, man. Hey, I was Pope, I hang around him every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't hear about it. What's up with Wiggins, man? Like,
I'll just say this. I think Pope has got a chance to bounce back. I'm rooting for him. Yeah. But I still believe what I've said many, many, many times is that if they don't kind of give him that nod where he's going to get X amount of snaps, I see a bunch of guys leaving. I see two, maybe three receivers gone. In the transfer portal. Like I think Pope is trying to show out right now, so they go, okay, we're going to have you in this package. You're going to probably get X amount of snaps. If not. And again, I'll be surprised if Wiggins on the team and another receiver. I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, man. I think
really talking about.
Yeah, we're 12 deep in the wide receiver room.
I think it might be 13.
Maybe 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah, it's like 12 or 13, and then they want to bring in at least three people, three guys in this recruiting class. So
we got options.
We do.
We got real options this recruiting class. We got real options.
Oh yeah,
get comfortable because somebody's always on your ass now.
It's just crazy because in my heart, I felt like this receiver class we just got in is coming in summer A right now is the best recruiting. It's the best wide receiver group I remember in a long time. With Romillo, Jacoby George, and Rashard. I think those three guys are all dogs, and they're all gonna come in and push. But the guys that are being mentioned that are interested in Miami currently for the 2022 recruiting cycle, woo, boy, I'm telling you right now, we won't lose a beat with the next group. You know,
a lot of guys want to play with JB. I'm telling you,
that's it, bro.
Started the avalanche. That and the likeness, the name and likeness ruling. Yeah, man, good things are coming.
I will tell y'all this. Yesterday and this morning, a lot of good stuff is happening in recruiting for Miami. Like a lot. Like it is an avalanche. It is an avalanche. Like there's a lot of really, really, really quality names popping up that we're really in the mix for. But as I also always tell you guys, we're in March, bro. So let's just chill a little bit. Let's pump the brakes. But I knew a lot of people were freaking out, right? Oh, and then today we had another decommit. Look, I'm the dude that says the stuff that nobody wants to say, right? Well, no, all about the U83 is. But I'm like,
he's got one up on you there.
Yeah, he's got me beat. He's got me beat. We dropped him. I'm just telling y'all, we dropped him. Like he decommitting is a nice way of saying, look, no, that offer is not there no more. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just look. That's what happened. I'm letting y'all know. Those decommits, Jamal from Chaminade. No.
Oh wow! I didn't even see, but he decommitted. Oh.
Yeah, man, it's not.
Brandon Cleveland. Yep.
Look, it's not. It's definitely not a decommit, but it's good for the young man. It keeps his confidence up. It looks good. Right. You know, I'm all for that. But I'm saying for our Cane fans, this is all good. It's all good. It's just another spot of a dude that we're really going after. You know, so don't. It's better for him because why are we going to bring in a guy that's not going to see the field? You know what I mean? Like, I in a way, I'm glad that Miami's so upfront about the situation. Like, listen, we have a new D-line coach. He wasn't the guy that offered you. You know, I think it's better that you open up your recruiting and get some more options because you think you're going to get some snaps. And I think that's cool.
Yeah. No, and Manny's, he's Mr. Relationship. He knows how to, kind of do that without burning the bridge necessarily because, Brandon Cleveland's a 4-star talented D tackle, but, he like you said, he was probably honest with them like, hey, we've made some changes to the staff. We're going in this direction, and yeah, it's better for the young man. I wish him well. I hope he lands somewhere good and balls out because I root for anybody from South Florida. Mike Williams, you rarely ever get production from a true freshman wide receiver. Rarely, but it definitely happens.
It's true though. It's true though. It's rare. It is rare. It is rare. But I agree with you too, John. It does happen, but especially when they're coming in the summer term.
Mm-hmm. And not spring, right?
Mark Richards, that was the last one. Jeff Thomas had a pretty good freshman year too. Mike Carly had an all right one, but I'm saying those are kind of forced on us. But now we got the option. We have to play freshman wide receivers, and we're just stacking them up right now.
Yeah, it's got to be an ideal situation where you have veterans in front of them and guys behind them, and they're just motivated, like stars align. I remember, this one dude, this is an anomaly, but AJ Green, as a true freshman, was like one of the best receivers. Was a top 5 receiver in the country as a freshman. So, It can happen, but yes, Mike Williams, you are correct. It doesn't happen too often where they're like impact guys right away. Man, he doesn't have a number one recruiting class, but yeah, we laugh, but some fans are that impatient, man. but of course, he's joking.
Greg, fire Manny.
Greg, but I love Greg Bush, man. He's on every episode with us.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? Caned up. TCB, I like that. And Salo, what's ready for some great Canes talk? Welcome, sir.
How do you pronounce that? Concrete.
Salo.
Oh, you got to sing it. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, you got to sing
Salo. Okay. All right. So that's what you say when you do this thing?
Yeah, it's funny. Every time,
man. I don't know.
Whenever I look back on my show, my little daughter's with me. And every time she hears it, she's always like, "Oh,
man, that's awesome." All right. Now I know. Okay. Yeah, I just call you Concrete. I was like, you Concrete to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's whatever. It don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I get Flo more than I get caned up. A lot of people are like, Flo, what's up? I'm like, call me whatever you want.
Hey, if it happens organically, then hey, that's your name. That's how a nickname happens.
Right. That happened organically. Okay. I guess I'm solid now. Then that came like in college. All right, we can roll with that.
Yeah, man. Let's see what we got here. I'm just drinking beer, Greg. Nothing. Oh boy, can't go great. Yeah, man. All about the U. It's a weeknight.
Man, what's up with the D line? We didn't hear anything about them guys, man.
Yeah, it's been a little quiet from the D line. I did hear a little bit from the scrimmage, like because in these interviews on the field right after the game, Coach Diaz doesn't have time to go through and name everybody, but he did kind of mention really quick that all the D line battled, they competed. He didn't mention a lot from the running back, so I'm guessing the D line did a pretty good job stopping the run. That's what we kind of all concluded. Yeah. I did like hearing, I think it was Jordan Miller, if I'm not mistaken, like just these guys in general in these interviews. And 2 years ago, came up and I talked about this once. 2 years ago, it was a lot of this. 2020 was a lot more, subdued. And 2020, it's subdued, but on top of it, they're talking a lot of technique stuff in the interviews, like, I'm working on my hand placement, or, I'm watching film with Coach Shoop, or Gervin Hall today was talking about, X is, he's getting me on those crossing patterns or something to that extent. So they're talking like really specific stuff. So I'm a nerd for that kind of stuff. So I kind of like that. So I don't know if that stuff stuck out to you guys, but that's something that I noticed.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Did you guys notice where Amari came from to make that hit?
Yeah, he wasn't very deep.
He kind of looked like the striker. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like he was hovering in that slot.
Yeah. I know he's not that fast.
Yep.
So, hey, I think they've been hearing us out, man.
Wholesome one, right? Wholesome one. Carter linebacker.
Hashtag Carter linebacker. Yep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Does he mean striker too?
Yeah. Well, I heard Avante playing a little striker.
Dude, he's gonna be everywhere. He's gonna be everywhere. Didn't Gervin Hall today call him an animal?
Gervin Hall did call him. Yeah, he said he's just a straight animal.
Yeah, that's
one of those two words.
No, he said animal. He said that guy's an animal. He said, "What do you think of Avante?" He's like, "That guy's an animal."
Everybody says Buda Baker, but he reminds me. I mean, same body type, but he reminds me a lot of Honey Badger the way he plays.
Yes. Yes.
Like just balls to the wall, like hit anything that moves.
Yeah. I actually, and it's just because of they're different, but Sean Spence is what I see with him. Do you guys remember Sean Spence? Like just when he dialed in, and there was nobody he could not get to because he was super fast, right? He might have been one of our fastest linebackers ever.
Dude, first game is freshman year. against University of Florida. This dude's out there showing out. Slamming T-Boy around like a rag. I'm like, yo, who is this kid? Like,
yeah, man. That's kind of what I think of when I think of Avante. Clearly, Avante's a little more fluid, like a more. That's hard to say when you talk about Sean Spence, but he's like got that mentality, you know.
Yeah, kind of fly around, but you know what I'm saying, he's always at the right place. Just make a play.
Yeah, man. Studio One Live mentioned Stacy Cole. Stacy Coley was a stud as a true freshman.
Yeah, he was.
I remember that.
Yep, and, I agree with that.
Dorsett was pretty good true freshman too,
right? Y'all hear about Kevin Groom's return? Man, he's throwing out names that I barely remember, and that's something. You remember Kevin Grooms?
I do not.
He was like a running back commit or something. And then this dude, Eddie Johnson, I remember. He was a linebacker, Al Golden era, but I think he might have had academic issues or something, and he left, which is a shame because he was good. I liked Eddie Johnson.
I agree.
Speaking of linebackers, so they were talking about Deshaun Troutman. They mentioned his name a little bit today. I know that's your boy, Concrete. Talk to me. Troutman, do you see Troutman starting? Well, not starting because it's going to be Flagg, I think, right behind Corey Flagg. Like, are you cool with a sophomore and then a freshman right behind him above Bradley Jennings? Or would you rather have an experienced guy behind him?
I'm cool with play the best man, really, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Troutman being behind him. If he isn't too green by the time the fall comes, but they did say some good they said some good things about him. You know what I'm saying? He's coming along. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because I know you played linebacker. Were you in the middle or outside?
We played a 4-2-5, so you know what I'm saying the defense that we played, it was kind of like if you played middle, you played the weak pretty much. And like me and our guy was like, we do the same thing anyway, so we're not even going to switch on what side we're on. We're going to stay on the same side. Man.
Okay. Yeah, because I just know how important like the mental part of being in the middle is. So to trust a young guy with that, that's saying something about him.
That kind of like Corey Flagg say, like middle and the weak linebacker in that defense, they're pretty much the same. It's just the middle has the A, the weak has the B.
Yeah, man. Kane, up. What do you think? You go with Troutman.
He's not on our team right now. It's going to be a portal guy. Telling you, it's going to be a portal guy. Something really, really dramatic would have to happen for us not to get a starting linebacker. And the name, and if it's the name that I'm thinking, he's coming to take Corey's spot too. So I'm just letting you know.
Ooh, okay. He plays middle. I mean, if we're talking about the same guy.
Yeah, Tennessee guy that was supposed to go to Alabama. Yeah, that guy.
Yes, but Corey played weak though. So
this dude will change our entire defense if we can get him to come over.
We desperately need that.
Like the whole defense changes like that. It goes like that. Like you bring that guy. He's that good, bro. He's that good.
If it's the guy I'm also thinking of that you're thinking of, yeah. He kind of.
I can't pronounce his last name. It's like Henry Toto or something like that.
To'o is his name.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great too. Hey, God bless you. God bless you. You sneezed, right? That was what it was. Now, the rumors are that he may go back to Tennessee, but if it's not, Miami's in really, really, really good position. Everybody's trying to jump in right now. Ohio State's trying to jump in. Everybody's trying to jump in. But we got a decent relationship built with him. And if that guy, that changes our entire defense landing that guy.
Yeah, you got to have some experience at that position. That's why I'm saying, our most athletic guys are still young and inexperienced. You got to plug in a veteran in there.
He's all world too, though. Like he's not just a good
Oh yeah,
SEC,
no,
yeah, he's all world. Like he's like the real deal.
yeah, he was. I believe he went to that famous De La Salle High School in California, if I'm not mistaken. And also like that's where DJ Williams went. That's the high school that won like 50,000 million games in a row or something like that. They made a movie about them. Wow, I think all about to use officially multiple drinks in. Derek Griffin finally got it. 14th years. I remember him. Never saw the field, but I remember him.
Need a cornerback.
Let's see, To'o. Greg Bush. Good question. You know what? Greg Bush brings up a good question. Maybe since I have the free version of StreamYard, shame on me. I don't have the Dono thing. I gotta fix that.
So all you got to do is you got to get to 1,000 subs, and then they can just click the super chat. So everybody that's in the chat right now, make sure you subscribe to him, help him out get to that 1,000 subs. But if not, you can still put like in the top corner your Cash App. You know,
There you go.
You need like 4,000 watch hours too.
Yeah, well, yeah, usually it's one or the other though. I think it's the first. It's either one you hit. I think it's if you hit the 1,000 subs first or the 4,000. Listen, Concrete's probably right because I always mix that stuff up. But it's crazy because I even created my thing for Cash App and I still haven't put it on. Like I forget. So but we got to start reminding each other, man. You know.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna put it. So do what the banner says. Go subscribe. Go like. And yeah, man. And help me get to 1,000. I'm at like 600 some odd. You know, help me get there, man. It's because it's you guys are the reason we do this every week. So thank you for that.
Sure.
Let's see. All I see is a smiley face. No, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Give me Maryland linebacker. Is there a Maryland linebacker? Oh, is he maybe talking about T2? Or is there a Maryland linebacker in the portal right now?
So, you guys don't know what happened to T2?
Whoa, what's up, Canes?
No, I've been stuck working all day, man. Please share.
Well, I mean, it's not secret information because I think it's on Twitter, so I can share it. So I can share with you guys.
That one slipped past me. Go ahead.
So apparently he has a torn ACL.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And which makes it very interesting now because we already know he was homesick, right? So we're gonna see how this plays out. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was like, man, can you imagine the same linebacking core from their high school being at UM? Because right now we're in the league with Wesley, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine if T2 comes back home because he's got a torn ACL and the relationship is there, and then we get Wesley, and then bam, very interesting linebacker unit immediately, like immediately.
Yeah. Screw seniority. You start them immediately.
Yeah, like
unless To'o's in front of them.
Yeah. But shout out to T2, man. Like that's unfortunate, man. I hope you heal up, bro. Get a good, right now ACL things are quick. I know you're gonna put in that work. And come back to the crib. I know you're thinking about it. So just come back. Hey, there you go. Cash back. There he is.
Cash
ready.
Out. John Andrew 427. In case you're wondering,
look at that
name. Yeah.
Love, man.
My man John's got his name up there.
I love it. That's my actual cash. I didn't make a separate Canes blog Cash App yet.
You're gonna get all these stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure.
I think when you run it on the bottom, it'll make your screen choppy sometimes, and I think that's what it's doing. So be careful.
Okay, I'll just do it for a few more seconds and there. Learning on the fly, man. Let's see. He coming home. Tell world he coming home. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, no, I feel for the young man because like you got all these. You got all these goals and dreams and stuff, and your freshman season in spring, in probably his first or second scrimmage, he blows out his knee. Probably doing nothing wrong. Probably just playing hard and hustling. It happens.
So with the two guys that went to Nebraska, I think it was Francois and I think it was Keyshawn something, linebacker.
Jaden Francois and God, I'm forgetting the other guy's name.
It's Keyshawn something. He committed to Florida State, and he ended up going to Nebraska. But both of them in the transfer portal, right?
Yeah. I think we're on two other guys that are in Nebraska right now that are in this recruiting cycle. It's like the two biggest dogs that they have over there, and their names are escaping me right now. But they're legit. They're legit. I don't think we're, from what I understand, maybe someone is more plugged in than me. If they're in the chat, let us know. I don't think we're going after either one of those guys in the portal currently. It could change. Mm-hmm. I have a pretty good idea who I think we may go after, but you guys know, recruiting in the portal is a fluid situation.
Facts.
In 2 days, it could be all different. We just try to tell you guys what we know when we know it, and let's see how it plays out.
For sure, man. I just burned that bridge. Kind of done with him.
Well, I know that recruiting situation was a lot of commit, decommit. It was the most back and forth thing I've ever seen in recruiting, and that says a lot because I've seen some stuff.
Yeah. He's a young kid though, man.
Yeah, he's a young man, not a young man.
Young man, sorry.
Yeah. Young man. 904 Hurricane. He always has great questions. Can we talk about the possibilities of what can happen if Miami was to actually beat Bama? So because it's not likely to happen, it could happen. I've seen crazier upsets, but because it's not likely to happen, it's late March. Let's dream a little bit. Say it's September, whatever. It's 11:30 at night and clock's ticking down, and we just beat Alabama. We're 1-0. What does that mean for the program, first of all? What do you think, Concrete? What's on your mind? It seems like there's a bunch of thoughts on your mind.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think about if I'll be alive the next day. I might jump out the window. I might die from alcohol poisoning or something, man. But man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I think my family might throw me a party or something, man. Because they know how long
He said, I think my family gonna throw me. Hey, we're invited, right?
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah, bro.
Sure.
Let's go.
I will drive up to Tampa just to celebrate with you.
I think everybody that knows me personally, they know how much I'm about this year, and they know how long we've been waiting, man. But Miami beats Bama, man. This program it's just gonna Manny Diaz, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And here, everything that he's been preaching will be coming to fruition right here, man. And
that's pretty funny. That means we lose the next game, 1-1. we would do that. We would do that. If we beat Bama,
I'm with you. How about you?
I'm dead the next day.
I'm with you.
That's funny. Yeah, man.
Greg.
Yeah, but Caned Up, what do you think? We win that game. Are we automatic playoff title contenders this year? We somehow pull off the upset, or are we still not quite there yet?
I mean, to me, dude, I'm a little different. I'm more about how we're gonna finish the year off than how we started. And I know that's not the sexy answer you guys want to hear, but I think, and I've already said, I think the game's going to be very competitive. I think we check a lot of boxes, but we still have to put it on the field. We have a better coaching staff, both sides of the ball. We got a lot of seniority coming back. Another year in the system. I think we got more talent with the transfers we just brought in. And possible more transfers that we might bring in. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. I really do, all the way. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, until halftime. I like our team. I don't know if we win the game, but I see a good football game. And for me, it's being able to do it throughout the whole year. If we go 1-0, dude, of course we're all gonna lose our mind. Of course, but I don't know if our program is ready to go 1-0 and then be able to have that level of sustainability.
Compose ourselves. Yeah.
Right, to compose ourselves. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying we don't. I don't know because I haven't seen us be there. I see how we're building. For sure. Right? I just got to see it. I have faith. I have faith. I have hope. But for me, honestly, I want us to finish strong. I want us to like, once we start ACC play, I want us to go from there and just chop wood all the way down, all the way to the end and finish strong. Get to that ACC championship game, either win it or be real competitive, and then go to the bowl game and win a bowl game. That's to me is where it's going to set us it'll catapult us. Now, I'm not going to be stupid. A win against Alabama is serious, right? But That's just me. That's where I stand on it.
Yeah, we still got got some games ahead of us still. We still got North Carolina. I'm saying we owe them an ass whooping.
Yes, we do. I agree. No, but I'm with you, Kane Dub. It's a long season. It's not a one-game season, although winning that game would be a colossal step forward. And yeah, you still got to finish. I'd rather, say, we get off to a slow start, but then we do this as the season goes. I'd rather that than we start hot 5-0, 6-0, and then we lose 2. That would be super disappointing.
Yeah. Calvin, I was just going to answer Calvin, and they're also starting a lot of new offensive line, and a running back. Like they're starting a bunch of, and look, it's another 5-star that's coming in. It's not. It won't. But let's not get it twisted. They're going to be ready. But I like that they have a new OC. The guy that was at the Houston Texans, super smart, whatever. But his scheme is better for us than the scheme that Sark was running. Sarkisian was running. That scheme would have been tough for us. I'll be honest with you right now. But the scheme with this guy, at least unless he's coming with a new scheme, but his traditional style is more of a pro style, which helps us out, to be honest. Sorry, John, I cut you off.
No, you're cool. I'm just going through the comments here. How about you? Don't die before you settle up our bet. Oh, he and Greg have a bet. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought it was something with whiskey, wasn't it, or something like that, or was that me? I don't know.
Well, on that insane Friday night show we had the other day.
Wow.
Concrete. I don't know if you caught it. All About the U and Caned Up made a bet for the FSU game that Caned Up thinks it's going to be a close game, and I love to hear what people in the chat have to say about the FSU game. But
I said we win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he thinks it's going to be competitive. Maybe we pull away a little bit at the end. All About the U thinks it's going to be like a 30 or 40-point blowout. He thinks we hang 50 on them again. I'm leaning more towards that because it seems like they have issues. But Concrete, what do you think? How do you think the FSU game is going to go?
I don't think it's going to be a 2-touchdown game. Like, just what I've seen from FSU. I've been peeping. Like, watch some of their practice. You know what I'm saying? The scrimmage and all that. Like, they still got a long ways to go. And they're missing a lot of key pieces that, you know what I'm saying, that Miami's pretty developed at already. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be another blowout. I don't know, because Jordan Travis, quarterback Jordan, I have him starting over Mackenzie Milton, whatever. Just I think he can move the offense better than Milton would, whatever. But as far as other pieces, man, like the running back is like 110 pounds. Like they
got the transfer. Don't forget they got the transfer from Auburn.
Yeah.
That boy, he's nice.
They
got the transfer from Kansas State, the wide receiver. Like, People are sleeping on them. I'm not trying to convince you, but they made moves.
Yeah, I mean they transfer for a reason though. I don't think they're gonna say not to diminish on the transfer portal because Tyreek Stevens, we put a lot behind him right now, but I'm not too confident in they're gonna improve, of course, from last year. I mean, it's gonna go up for what they were last year, but they're gonna improve. It's not gonna be 52-10, but it's gonna be a convincing win.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a who we played. That was pretty.
So you don't think 35-14 is or 35-21 is a convincing win?
That kind of seems like the way you put it, like it's gonna be like we pull away late, whatever. You know what I'm saying, I think we start off fast and just have our foot on the throat the whole time without 52-10. I think it'll be 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
I'm thinking like 48-20, something like that.
Wow.
48-21, something like that. I want to get to 904 Canes thing here really quick before I lose it. I would like to hear how you guys would feel to help the team with their confidence the rest of the season. He's talking about the Bama game. Yeah, no, it would help their confidence tremendously, I'm sure. It would be a step forward, but they're still not there. They're not back yet. I mean, because we got to see how they compose themselves after that. Do they celebrate and throw a party, or do they focus on the next game?
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys that too. Like, if we do beat Bama with the grace of God, do you think this team is mature enough to put that game behind them and it's just business from there on, or you think it's like, oh, we beat Bama, we the shit? You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. I'm saying we beat Bama and kind of fall off from there. You know what I'm saying, do you think the team is beyond that right now?
We'll see. By the way, Sigmund saying Footballville said it's 70% chance we get Earl, Little, and Spell.
Oof.
No. Cane Dub says no.
I think Spell, yes. I think we're good with Spell. I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't agree with that, even though I have a lot of respect for Footballville. I think Streeter is the man, you know. Mm-hmm. But I will respectfully disagree on Earl Little Jr. I think we're behind on him, and but I like Spells a lot. I think we're good with Spells.
Gotcha. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's kind of a long. It's an uphill battle for the other young man, but yeah, I would agree with that.
And Spells is the truth. Like,
oh, he's good. No, it's
like really good. Like, he's not just Spells is really good.
Yeah, man. All right, D says Canes by 20 against FSU. I'd agree with that. Between 20 and 28 points, I think will be the margin of victory. Milton can't move. And their O-line is trash. Not wrong. I don't see the lie in anything you're saying.
I agree.
Let's see here. In my honest opinion, I think Miami has a better shot at beating Bama than most folks think. I think Miami could go undefeated, including national championship. Wow. But I think, is it including national championship or North Carolina?
I think it's NC. It's probably North Carolina.
North Carolina? Okay. But, hey. He might mean the other thing, but I think we would still lose to Clemson in ACC and lose in play. Okay, yeah, he means North Carolina. Listen, man, I've seen crazier things happen. Anything's possible. Let's see. Yeah, that's the bet that came.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
His shirt with the score or vice versa.
Yeah, you're right, Calvin. Thank God for Calvin. I agree with Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis.
Got Jordan Travis. Yeah. I think Jordan Travis is our best athlete for sure.
Yeah. I think if he played the whole game against us this year, they score more than 10 points. Or last year.
Yeah, because they had Blackman. Yeah,
Blackman, Rodemaker.
Didn't they also have Purdy or Purdy?
Purdy, yeah. He's supposed to be the guy.
Chubba Purdy. He didn't come in. He didn't come in that game though.
He didn't. Oh, okay.
Not against us. I don't think he did.
I believe you. I believe you.
Although I think
Yeah,
Miami will be
I feel like-
competitive. ACC championship game. I just think they have the depth. I don't think they have the depth of class. Yeah, no, we're a recruiting class, at least one recruiting class away, maybe two, to have that kind of depth.
Yeah, Clemson got a lot of guys coming back too.
Yeah, no. They're 5 deep at every position. It's ridiculous. Little is LSU. Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Or Bama.
Or Bama. Yeah, I'm thinking more Bama. Just stay healthy against Alabama. 63-13.
I would love that, bro.
I would absolutely love that. I don't think we're hanging. I don't know if we're hanging that many on them, unless our defense just scores a couple times. That's possible too.
I would love that score at their house. Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be a huge statement game.
I know Norvell's track record. That dude can coach, man. He just had he got dealt an absolute disaster, and then it was COVID.
Oh yeah,
They were a JV team. You know what I mean? That's what they were last year. They were a mess.
yeah. Personnel, man, it definitely didn't fit what he wanted to do. So he had to. A lot of those guys had to leave.
Yeah, man. I think Florida State takes a big step forward this year. The problem is that Miami will be taking a big step forward as well, so Florida State won't be able to close the gap. That's what I'm thinking. I still think it's a 4-touchdown win.
Yeah.
Still blows my mind. LSU offered a little before shake my head. Yep, my bet with all about the U83 for Bama game might possibly involve whiskey. How did I know?
That's hilarious.
How did I know? All right, so let's see what else we got here. Alabama would definitely hinge on our secondary. Our linebackers are going to have to play big boy football for us to have a chance. But I like the guys we got. I think it's close. Yeah, I hope you're right. Your boy Con Man, that's a great name. Yeah, that's the question, and that's the question we've had since 2005, 2006. It's can we play big boy ball in the trenches?
Well, the thing at the end of the day is going to be, I mean, in my opinion, is the scheme change that we're making. I just think we're just going to be sending people because Manny's licking his chops that there's a new quarterback with a new scheme, with a new running back, with new wide receivers, and a few new O-line. Manny and Coach Shoop are going to cause absolute chaos. Absolute chaos.
You know, Manny likes to bring that blitz too, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know how we're going to do against their defense because they got a lot of people coming back on defense. And I'm more concerned, honestly, with moving the ball on that defense. That's where I'm concerned at because I know that they got some big boy linebackers, big boy D tackles coming.
Mm-hmm.
The ends are all legit. I know our scheme helps us, get the ball out quick, whatever. But I'm actually pretty excited with our defense matching up, against that offense.
How do you think our O-line plays?
I want to give you an answer, bro, but it's early. Like, I keep changing my mind from stuff I'm hearing, so I'd rather wait. I gotta see the actual spring game, and then I'll be completely honest. Even though that's not everything, because then they got the whole summer and whatever. But I think we'll get a really good idea in that spring game.
Yeah. What up, OG Kane? He's always on the chat as well.
What's up, big dog?
The Bama game will be just like the LSU game a few years ago, in my opinion. I hope not, man, because but you know what that was? That was a lot of turnovers. That was a bad targeting call against Trajan Bandy. That was just a lot of things that went wrong early in the game. But then even in that game, we kind of fought back and climbed back into the game for, last few minutes. And then there was one play. I think we were down it was a 2-possession game, still time, like 7-8 minutes left to go in the game. Rozier overthrew Brevin Jordan. Jordan was wide open. Had he, say we score on that drive, we're down a touchdown in that game, because I think we lost 33-16 was the final score, something like that. So,
see, the thing is, D, I can totally see why you said that. I understand where you're going with that. I just think that the offensive scheme we have now is different. Like we get so many more snaps, at the end of the day. And I just did say that I'm worried about Bama's defense, but it's how many chances we're going to get, and then you come with that aggressive defense. I feel like, it's going to, like I'm not going to talk rocket science right now. Y'all are going to go, yeah, of course. It's going to come down to turnovers. It's literally what's going to come, because I don't see them blowing us out. Unless I don't even understand how we'd get blown out with all the guys we got coming back, with the new coaching staff, with the new dude stepping up. I just don't see it now. And if it's competitive, I like our style for forcing over turnovers. I just do. That's why I think it'll be interesting. I'm just worried about our kicking game. I'll be honest. Like not the punting, but we got the new kicker, and the other guy doesn't really have a strong leg, even though he's a little bit accurate. Those kind of games, Saban is a G. Saban is a G. He's going to try to win every part of the game. The kickoff coverage, the punt, every little part he's going to try to win. And that's where I don't know if we're at.
Yeah. Did you see the thing that I think it was Wholesome One that shared it on Twitter today, of Nick Saban? He was talking about matching up personnel. And it's like the most simple things really are, like, that's where genius lies. And he was talking about playing against Notre Dame, how they play 2-3 tight ends at, those jumbo sets, where he's like, well, I'm going to take one of my DBs out of the game and I'm going to play big guys against them. Simple. Like, of course.
Yeah.
It's a game of chess, man.
Yeah. Chug Mo Beer. He's always in there. What's up, man?
What's up, big dog?
Canes Unit Show. Great. Keep up the great work. Smash that like button. Let's get 1,000 subs. Yeah.
Yes.
It's all about, family. Thank you for that.
Good stack, man. Well deserved, man.
For real.
Thank you. 904 Hurricane. Previous conversation about linebackers is what's key about how magical our season can be. Depending on what linebacker we get out of the portal could determine our season and the next step. Absolutely.
Wow.
That's what we've been saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Ranked number 8. Yeah, that was the LSU game. Caned up. We're going to talk about Bama and more. Oh, I think he has a wager in mind for you for the Bama game as well. Let's see.
We got another scrimmage before the spring game. Usually about 2 scrimmages.
I think there's 1 or 2 before. Caned up. You know the schedule off the top of your head?
I think they're off for like 4 or 5 days. Then they come back. I think they get off, I want to say Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I could be off on which one of those days it is. And then they come back. I'm almost positive they'll have another scrimmage before the big scrimmage. But they have 7 practices left.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Outside of spring football, man, like the practice, like it'd be like every other day. So yeah, they could spread it out.
Yeah. That's crazy because you wouldn't think 15 practices. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's key, man, to install.
Huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And then you get the player-led practices too. And I think those are equally as important.
That was key in the late 90s when we were rebuilding this thing.
Yeah, man.
That was key, man. I hope Lash is creating plays to use our skilled players in space, then just gas those big SEC guys. Yeah, well, thing is they're big and fast. but yeah, man, if we make them it like the Orange Bowl game against Wisconsin, we jumped out to like a 14-0 lead in that Orange Bowl, but then we started turning the ball over. But it was because we were running to the outside and getting in space and making them try to keep up with us. So we can do that. It'll be competitive. Okay, thank you all about you. One more scrimmage than the spring game.
Yep.
So even though it's going to be very vanilla, are you guys excited to be able to see the boys on TV? Like, what are you going to be looking for in the spring game? Anything specific?
Front seven.
Front seven?
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And Avante Williams, of course.
Your boy.
I think I'm going to actually be at I think my niece has a birthday party, man. I feel bad that I might not be paying her no attention.
ESPN Plus on your phone, man. It's $5 a month.
Oh, so ESPN Plus?
Well, no.
I heard on AC Network. They got ESPN, AC Network on ESPN Plus.
If you're not in Miami, if you're not local, it's not blacked out in your area. So you might be able to watch it on that app since you're up in Tampa.
All right. Yeah, I'm all about I'm gonna be watching the trenches, man. You see up front, even the O-line. I want to see how much of the chemistry they have. Yeah, I know they're switching guys around, so I want to see which rotation has the best chemistry.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking more at offense than anything. Continuity on the O-line, how they mesh together. I'm going to be looking, if there's a young guy, I'm going to be looking at Jalen Rivers. I want to see how he goes up against the D tackles. Quarterbacks, their communication with the wide receivers more than anything. I want to be looking at that. I want to see if our O-line moves bodies around running the ball. That's all I'm looking for. Let's see. Rambo Smith outside, Harley inside. I believe Peyton and Worsham will transfer, but hopefully not prefer Wiggins to transfer. I definitely see. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I was just going to say I definitely see Peyton transferring. Unfortunately, I hope not, but I definitely see him transferring. Worsham has been getting a few mentions from the coaches lately. Like I've seen his name pop up here and there because he's finally healthy now. What do you think, Kane Up? I saw you smirk a second ago.
Because I mean, I think that's all three of those names are interesting. I don't disagree at all. I don't disagree at all. I like his comment.
Okay. Now he did mention Harley inside. Now, what if X is just that dude the entire offseason and he's just so undeniable you got to start him in the slot? Obviously, you got to move Harley outside. Are you comfortable with Harley playing outside? Because he's a prototypical slot guy. How would you line guys up?
I don't think he starts over Harley. I think he gets a lot of snaps. I think he gets – because remember what Coach Likens said. He wants to rotate 6 guys, right?
That's true.
So I think, X is that other slot. When he rotates them in, I think X will be in the other slot. I mean, they've been moving Pope everywhere too. Pope has been playing some slot too. So I'm excited to see what combinations they do because don't forget about Michael Redding's there, But I think, Rambo Smith and Harley are, you could just almost pencil them in right now. I would be surprised. But I think X is for sure coming in. If he continues to do what he's doing, he will come in that rotation.
A lot of burn.
Yeah. No, that's if it's a 6-man rotation, like Coach Likens said, for sure, X is in that rotation, 100%. Yep. See, I'm only watching the trenches. Yep. Same trenches and quarterback. That's what I'm watching. Love the show. Thank you, Miami Manuel Cano. Thank you very much for that. Please hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. 53 people on the chat. Shout out to them. Thank you. 904 Hurricane says, everyone please remember last year was King's first year in the RPO without a proper spring practice. Very true. So he should be a much improved player this year.
He won't have a spring practice this year either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like he didn't realize, I can pull the ball and run until like the NC State game.
I think they were telling him not to pull it, man, in the beginning of the year.
Do you think so? Because I heard some people saying that.
I mean, you watched that UAB game. I was there, and then I went back and watched the tape again because I like to look at stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
the read was there was so many easy ones where he could have just pulled it,
yeah.
where the DN was just crashing, right? I think they just told him, "Hey, hand the ball off."
Yeah, man. No, I definitely saw it too. It was at least 4 or 5 plays that he could have gashed UAB's defense.
Yep.
Gashed them easily. Let's see. What's up, fellas? What do you think about Coach Ish and his relationship with 5-star Harold Perkins? Got him reevaluating the U. Yeah, man.
I think that Coach Ish is a beast. I think that he's relentless, and I think he will be all in this guy's grill until the very, very end. And yeah, he's got this guy looking at us. I mean, we'll see. Again, you guys know me. I love recruiting, but I know how it is, bro. You got to. It's very, very fluid, very fluid. So I like it. And there's other guys' issues involved that just hasn't been popped out yet that are big boys too. So, don't be surprised if there's more and more names that pop up that start, getting those official visits when they can come in the summer. That you're like, what? Where did this guy come from? They're building relationships right now. They're on high level guys right now.
Yeah, man.
Michael A. I think they call it 22 to the U.
Yeah. Concrete. There you go. Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu, $13.99. Little free advertising for them.
I didn't know you can watch ACC Network on Disney Plus.
ESPN Plus. So it's a bundle since Disney owns ESPN and they own a piece of Hulu. You get all 3. You get the base Hulu, which is with ads and stuff.
Right.
ESPN Plus, which that includes ACC Network, like out of market.
Yeah.
And which Concrete might be able to watch from Tampa. And and Disney Plus, all for $14.
So if you just have Disney Plus, it don't work. You got to get the whole bundle.
You got to get the whole bundle for $14.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Disney Plus by itself is like $6 or $7.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so Storm 18, Surge 19. Yeah, every class had like a nickname.
22 to the U.
Yeah, it's just hashtag 22 to the U. They've been that's been popping off lately. These kids caned up. You said earlier, like today alone, I was seeing guys that like were not on my radar as a fan looking at recruits. I was like, oh, like 3 or 4 names today.
I was privileged to guys that know a lot more than me. I got to see a list, and it's exciting. It's really exciting what we're going after.
Yes, sir. Every position, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're too deep to only play 6. Redding, Pope, X, second unit. Brinson can get snaps as well. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of guys. But I think that's by design. I think 6-man rotation, it forces the cream to rise to the top. I'm not mad at it. Orange Bowl this year, I hope so. That'd be dope. I don't see Worsham going anywhere, at least for the upcoming season. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I see him being like a 6-year guy.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I've heard so many good things about him when he's healthy. I want to see a much improved kick and punt return game. Game-changing dynamic play. Yeah, man. Well, for me, it's more punt return than kick because kick returns have almost like been eliminated from the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah. It's almost like a non-factor. Highlights look like they have Rambo taking punt returns, but I think there's other candidates that would be better. What do you guys think? I mean, for starters, Rooster. Rooster's definitely in the discussion. Yeah. I know I've been hearing in the interviews that they're trying Rooster, they're trying Rambo, Tyreek Stevenson, Pope. They're trying a bunch of guys.
X.
Yeah, they're seeing which combination is best. And then in the summer or whenever he comes, you got Brashard Smith. I think he's
Malik Curtis.
Those 2 guys might leapfrog everybody. But then again, they're freshmen.
Yeah.
I know caned up. You don't quite trust a freshman back there.
I just don't think they're gonna put a freshman in the Alabama game to return a punt. I would be complete. Not saying these guys don't have the talent, because I'm big on Jacoby and Brinson and Brashard. I'm big on those guys. But I think you got guys in house right now. I think Stevenson's is that guy. I think Rambo. The clips that I saw Rambo catching the punt, he looked smooth. He looked like that was easy for him.
I mean, Devin Hester was a freshman.
Who?
I'm fed up.
What did he say?
I said Devin Hester was a freshman.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't bring up the GOAT because it's not even fair. It's not even fair when you bring up the GOAT, right?
Yeah,
it's the greatest. Yeah, you're talking about the greatest of all time. I was in the OB. I caned up. I think you were there too. I think you told me in 03. The first time he touched the ball in the Orange Bowl, I thought the stadium was going to collapse.
Yeah, bro.
It was crazy, man. So, 100%.
Yeah, they're trying to limit the injuries on kickoff, which I understand, but a lot of people make their name from kickoffs.
Yeah, man. All right, so we've done an hour and 20 minutes. Let's see if we can do like 10, 15 more minutes, answer some more questions. So, guys, fire away. Whatever you guys want to know, we'll answer. Let's see. Anything specific you guys wanted to bring up? Anything on you guys' mind?
I would like. I mean, we could talk a little bit about, who do we think that's coming in the summer that can actually get some playing time? Because, there's a lot of positions kind of being a little bit solidified in the spring, and not solidified as far as like permanent, but depth chart's coming out after spring, and then we got to see what happens with the transfers. So there might be some more opportunities now.
Anybody not named
our two biggest recruits aren't even on campus.
Yeah, I'm saying anybody not named Leonard Taylor, right?
What? Yeah, James Williams.
James, yeah. Cam Kinchins is already on campus, right? He came early.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can't wait to watch that dude play.
I think the freshman receiver, I think they get a lot of burn.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, those. I mean, Brinson especially. I think he cracks. I think he cracks that 6-man rotation.
I know those guys. Jacoby's no joke either, man. They're gonna come pushing. I think because they couldn't get in early, it really may affect them in the beginning. But against a couple of games where I think we're gonna be blowing people out, I think you see them get some run. Because remember they get 4 games they can still play in and still have their eligibility, right?
And so
yeah. So I think you'll see them against that team that has all the initiative.
The alphabet team. Yeah.
I think we may see them against App State. I think against Michigan State, if we don't have any injuries or anything like that, I think that game might be a little bit close until halftime. But after that, I think we got too many dogs. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fun problem to have. Too many playmakers.
I agree, man.
We used to not have that problem, which is not good. Are recruits visiting for the spring game?
So you're not. Here's the thing: the dead period is supposed to go all the way till May. So I don't know, because we were talking about this earlier today that FSU's spring game is April 10th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got a unbelievable group of recruits, coming to that game that has been kind of reported, but I didn't get the answer back because a lot of us were like, how is that possible? Because it's still the dead period. The only way that I think it's possible, and I'm completely guessing, is if those guys are paying for their own way, right? And the recruit said, I'm talking everyone who's anyone is going to be at that spring game at FSU. Like, that list had all the big dogs. Every single big dog you could think of is on that list. So to answer your question, C, I don't know how they can do it because it's dead period. So there's a loophole that I don't know about, or that's my honest answer.
Yeah, I know. Some of these guys paying their own way has been a big, way for them to get on campus and visit. Let's see, Reek, Ram, X, Pope doing punt, and Ram, X, Reek doing kickoff. I'd be fine with any combination of that. Just don't drop the ball. Speaking of, can we talk about who's going to catch the ball at wide receiver? I'm scared. Manuel, I'm not scared. Someone is going to be put in there that can catch the ball.
I'm confident this year, as long as we don't play that seniority card. If we don't play that, as long as we don't play that seniority card, I'm in a good position with the wide receivers.
Yeah. Targeting, especially who changed our hunger and drive midway through some games last year, hoping they tweak that rule this year. I wish they did. I wish it was like in the NBA and basketball, you got the flagrant 1, flagrant 2 rule.
I agree. I agree 100%. They have to fix that rule, bro. They have to fix that rule. Go ahead, Concrete.
I'll say NFL. Do they even leave the game? It's just a penalty, right?
No, I think
on the severity of it.
Yeah, that's what I think it is in the NFL.
College is like, it could be a soft tap to the head, and like, see, that's kind of like, no, man. Yeah, they gotta fix that, man. It's definitely OD in college, bro.
All they're trying to do with these rules is condition the athletes. They feel like if they're going to condition them in college, they'll go into the NFL a little bit better off with that. That hit that Amari had though was clean. The one that was a clean hit. Helmet was on the side, shoulder was in. The one that he had in the scrimmage they keep playing it over and over and over again. That was a clean hit.
Poor Pope, man. He dropped the ball and everything, but that was a nasty hit though.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a beautiful hit. He like you said, he put his shoulder into him. A lot of people complain on Twitter that, he's getting robbed. Some of these calls aren't targeting. Nah, Carter targets. I mean, he doesn't do it on purpose, but a lot of, I would say 70, 80% of his targeting they've been legit.
I'd say most. I agree.
Most of them. There was like 1 or 2 that were like, come on. That was a reputation call, but
yeah, some of them were tough, man, because it'd be like, I think like the Trevor Lawrence one, like he was sliding and he was kind of already launching himself. And
yeah, it gets weird when the ball carrier goes down and is almost like initiating the contact. I think in the Virginia game there was one of those. I remember it was in the rain, and I think they overturned it. Like they said it wasn't targeting, but they initially threw a flag. I don't know, something like that. But that the ball carrier like literally went into him. Like, how do you avoid that?
I'm in the minority on this. I like the big hits, bro. To me that's part of football. I don't want no one to get hurt. But I think you're just taking so much away from what these guys can do on defense, because how is it right that you can have a 220-pound running back, 6'1", 6'2", full head of steam, drop down as long as he keeps his head up, and you got I think you have to have proper form, but I like the blindside hit. I like don't come across the middle. When they too bad. I'm a too bad guy. Too bad. As long as you're not leading with the crown, I like the hit.
Yeah, they don't even let you do the crackback no more. Like,
nope.
Like unnecessary roughness now. Like, nah.
Yep.
People used to live for the crackback, man. Wait, man. Like, that's kind of soft.
Yeah.
I remember punt returns. I forgot I think it was the North Carolina game. I think it was 2008, maybe. Mm-hmm. There was a turn that thing, like 3 straight people just got cracked back. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was sitting in the end zone for that game. I lost my mind. Yeah. It was Chavez Grant got the first one. They knocked the dude's helmet off.
Yeah.
And then Colin McCarthy was the master at crackbacks on returns. He would look for somebody and just destroy them.
Do you guys remember what Sean Taylor did in the Pro Bowl to the kicker?
Of course.
That's hilarious. That was hilarious to me. He killed that man.
Remember that Punt, he was like super fast too. He like won the speed competition. So
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't want the guys getting hurt, but I miss those hits. Again, as long as they're not, dropping the crown, I miss those hits.
Yeah. Well, like they teach you when you're a kid, face mask up.
That's
That's
it.
keep your head on the swivel.
That's it.
right. So 904 Kane, do you guys think we will ever see a package where Bubba Bolden, James Williams, and Avonte Williams are on the field at the same time? I think we see that this year.
Yeah, that'd be like a dime package.
Look, absolutely. Absolutely, you're gonna see that, and you may even see Chase Smith in that package too.
Like he got a pick, didn't he?
They love him, bro. They love him. They're saying that they're not gonna be able to keep him off the field too.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to like 2022, 2023 when it's Williams, Kinchins, Williams, and whatever ridiculous corner we recruit this year.
Chase Smith too, man. I'm telling you, Chase Smith's going to be a takeover guy. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That defense will be nasty. Like 2022, 2023, our defense will be just gross when it comes to talent.
I agree. Leonard Taylor a year in a college weight room. Ooh,
oh my God. Yeah. Helmet to helmet contact is almost inevitable. Yeah, no, I agree. It used to be called football. Now it's called, now it's a penalty. Devil's advocate. Who does anyone think Wiggins could possibly still take a step? For me, I want to know if he's put on any weight.
I would like him to, but I don't know. I think he's getting faded away.
I would love to see Pope put on a little bit of weight because he's kind of a smallish dude. But then again, I don't know if he plays best at that weight. I don't know. I'd like to see, because he looks. Someone said on Twitter a long time ago that Pope, from when he stepped in as a true freshman, still looks exactly the same, like physically.
Yep. I think Wiggins is gone. It's too important of a year for him. It would be a business move for him to leave. It would just be a business move for Wiggins to leave. It's not quitting.
He just doesn't play like a 6'3" receiver that you expect to play.
Yeah, bro. Go to a Conference USA and light people up. And that's why I tell, I'm not hating on the guys when I tell them to transfer. I want them to go get drafted so they can feed their families. So if you're coming off a pretty subpar year and there's nothing but killers coming in, and you're not doing anything to make ground up, make a business decision. Say, hey, I kind of see the writing on the wall. I have a chance to go play at FAU, whatever, with Cozy, right? And I can put some tape on there and possibly get drafted because I have the measurables, I think Wiggins, if he's on the roster, there's a problem. Because I didn't mean it like that. I mean,
I know what you mean. It's a problem for him.
He's getting bad advice, is what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
I got you. Now that Miami want him know he's going to be loyal, like he usually.
Yeah, man. No, I can see Wiggins. I mean, obviously in a Group of 5 school, but I can see him in a middle of the road Big 12 spread offense kind of team, in a.
Hey, we're spread offense.
We are, but I mean, a conference that specializes in that. That's they throw the ball 8 million times a game. He can fit on a team that maybe needs an upperclassman at receiver. I could see it.
You can go play for Leach.
Maybe.
Or Lane.
Speaking of Cozy, glad you brought that up. That would be cool if he went to FAU, honestly. I think he'd do very well there.
Oh, he's gonna kill it wherever he goes, I think.
I was pretty happy to see him at the pro day too, throwing to Brevin.
Yeah, he got to throw to Brevin. That was cool.
Threw a couple of low ones, but he did pretty good overall.
Yeah, I think I think he's gonna. I agree. He's gonna do well wherever he goes. Hopefully, lands an NFL contract somewhere.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. That's why I know all these people, and I'm not calling you guys out in the chat, but you guys in the chat know who I'm talking about. We have these fans like, get him out of here, get McLeod. They're young men, man. I want them to go to the league. I don't want them to be so stubborn, and then they don't get a chance to put good tape on because they're not getting the snaps they need. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta wish him the best, man.
Absolutely.
Young man. Hey,
Yeah, because they contribute to the community. I'll give you an example. Lance Leggett. Not gonna lie, a lot of fans were getting on him for dropping passes and all that stuff. He was a 5-star recruit, but now he has that speed camp. I don't know if you've seen that. You've heard him in interviews.
Yeah.
Really good guy. By the way, Lance, if you ever want to be on the show, open invitation. He's got, just like Lamont Ponder, he's got great stories. Good dude. He's got that speed camp where he teaches kids, how to get their speed up and all that stuff. So, if you're a Cane, you're part of the family. Whether you performed well here or not. Thing is, the standard is so high because I grew up watching this team dominate everybody. We want to get back to that so bad. We tend to get on guys for dropping balls, but they're human beings. But anyway, so yeah, man, we've done a little over an hour and a half. It's almost 10. Anything else you guys want to add?
I'm good,
Can't wait for the spring game, bro. Can't wait for the spring game and more recruiting news coming out really soon.
That's what I'm excited about. We may have a lot to talk about by next Tuesday, by Sunday.
I agree. We will have something to talk about by Sunday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, a little guy that was on our chat Sunday by the name of Kamari Wilson supposedly was on our chat. Announces April 1st. So
that would be nuts, bro. That would be nuts. That would be crazy.
By the way, the guys that were not on, anybody in the chat or anybody watching that was not watching Sunday, Caned Up is doing a giveaway if Kamari Wilson commits to the U.
2 giveaways, one in the beginning of a show and one at the end of the show.
Dope.
Nice.
Yep.
You on Friday night Caned Up? Greg Bush says.
I don't know. The whole Friday thing is funny to me because I never planned on doing it, and then I'm home and I'm like going over the Cane stuff, getting the research, and then I'm like, and then I'll shoot you guys in the middle of the day or something. I'll go, hey, I'm thinking about going on tonight. Like, most likely, Greg, I'll probably be on. I don't really do much, man, so most likely I'll be on. Yeah, I may be on Thursday for a little bit with. Little surprise. I'm waiting for something to get confirmed, so I might come on Thursday for a little bit. But Friday would be cool to hang out again and have some fun because that show on Friday, you guys that were there turned into an absolute party. Like
nobody got to work the next day, so
man. But we went almost 3.5 hours, dude. And
we went till midnight, bro.
And we were like this, bop, bop, bop. It was just going. It turned into like a whole party. It was great.
It was hilarious.
We were getting people on from the chat. They would jump. We were getting them jumping in.
I was one of those. That's
Yeah.
We had Bergie on, who's a regular in the chat. We had Hurricane Logan, who's a regular.
We had Anthony Machado. I think it's Machado.
Maldonado,
probably. Yeah. Hurricane Logan, right? We had, oh man, it was fun. We had a great time. Yeah, all about the U was our co-host.
All about the U, Concrete. He behaved himself. Well,
he was amazing.
He was awesome. He was great.
He was awesome.
But then at 11, he was like, "Can I curse now?"
We're like, "Yeah, man." It was actually 11:30 or something. I was like, "Yeah, dude, you killed it tonight. It was great."
Yeah. You earned a curse word, and he went off on Butch Berry. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Brandon, he's not able to make it on Tuesday, so I might end up going live with him tomorrow, man. If you want to hop on that.
Yeah, man, get it. Just put it out there. We'll spread it all over the place.
For sure.
Yeah, man. All right, boys. Well, that's a wrap for us. I know it's a weeknight. I'll let you guys go to sleep. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Go subscribe to Miami Flow if you haven't already. If you haven't, what is wrong with you? Go subscribe. We have a Sunday night. Every Sunday night we have an amazing guest. So please subscribe to him. One Concrete Show. That's your YouTube handle.
I believe so.
Yeah.
He said, "I believe so."
I believe so.
I changed the tag. I forgot. I think it might just be Concrete Show.
Okay. Well, you see the logo on his shirt. That's the logo. So if you see it on YouTube, that's him. That's Concrete. Throw him a subscribe. Go in and like all his videos. It helps with the algorithm, whatever that word means, but it helps with it. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. As always, it's all about that you. Go Canes.